Do military members and their spouses need life insurance on top of their SGLI or FSGLI benefits? That's a question a lot of you, if you're in the military, probably are wondering and maybe never even thought about. So my name is Melissa Skur with Insure the Heroes, and September is Life Insurance Awareness Month. So in honor of that, I have a very special guest joining me today. Her name is Christine Maxwell with Her Money Moves, and over on her blog, she writes about personal finance and military life. She is an Army spouse and a Jill of all trades. So I'm so excited to bring her in. Why don't we go ahead and connect her? Hey, Christine. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. How's it going?
It's not bad. Right now, I'm actually in Orlando, Florida, getting ready to gear up for the Military Influencers Conference, FinCon, and USAA Conference next week. So I'm enjoying life right now. It's not bad.
Yeah, I bet, because you're coming from Italy.
Yes, I flew in from Italy. Yeah. We're stationed there, and I flew in on Wednesday for the conference next week.
That's so great. Yeah, and how is the weather? I'm in Key West, so I don't know what it's like in Orlando, but I'm assuming it's nice.
It's hot. One of my friends put it like perfectly, I thought. She said it feels like you're stepping into a bowl of Panera broccoli cheddar soup when you walk outside. I'm like, yeah pretty much. It's hot and humid, and we're getting like the afternoon thunderstorms every day. So right now it's kind of like cloudy, but it'll clear up. But
it's not really fall.
I still need the pool today, so I don't have any complaints.
yeah, that's good. I know the heat's really nice, but yeah, the humidity just hits you in the face sometimes. So I don't know what it's like in Italy, but
Italy is nice. It's we're at not actually like stationed on a normal military installation. We're kind of at a remote assignment, so we're actually on the beach. It's no complaints there either.
Yeah, I bet you don't want to leave. I think that would be an amazing.
I feel like I'm on a constant vacation.
Yeah, that's great. That's totally cool. Yeah, well, you'll have your little conference vacation. So yeah, for those of you who don't know you, if you want to just tell us a little bit about yourself and your blog and what you're up to.
Sure. Well, like you said, my name is Christine Maxwell, and I run Her Money Moves. And I'm a military spouse. I've been married to my husband for a little bit over 8 years now. We have a son together, and my blog really just focuses on personal finances for military spouses, brought to you by a military spouse, and also careers and a little bit of military lifestyle, all coming from the perspective of a military spouse. Because I feel like that's an area where, just not a lot of people who are military spouses who are talking about it. It's always coming from a service member or a civilian, but not really our POV. So that's what I wanted to do. And my blog is geared towards maybe someone who doesn't know or care a lot about personal finance. So my goal is to make it fun and understandable, easy to digest, and making you want to know a little bit more. I'm not going to try to make it boring. I want to make it fun because it is fun for me.
Yeah,
and I know other people, it's such an important topic. So I just kind of want to spread the word and share with people my experiences and what I've learned, because by no means have I made all the right moves.
Right, nobody has, right?
Nobody has. No, so
they're lying, or they're like really unique.
Yeah, through experience, I've learned a lot, and we've bought cars, sold cars, bought houses, sold houses. We've a billion times. We've done a little bit of everything, and I'm just here to share what I've learned.
I think that's so great, and I love that you have that military perspective, because you can really talk to that. I mean, when we're in the military as military spouses and families, money's always changing. Like our budget is always altering, depending on where we're going, what's going on, and the career aspect.
Yes, it's a constant change. And I've been a stay-at-home mom. I've also, I've worked in the corporate world. I worked for the Army. Right now I'm also a FINRA fellow, so I'm trying to get my accredited financial counselor license. So I've seen a little bit of everything.
Yeah, that's so great. Well, good. Yeah, I hope you make some good connections at all the conferences and everything. And you guys definitely want to check her out. So that is hermoneymoves.com, right?
Right.
That's right. Okay, cool. And I'm sure you're on Facebook, and I know you're on Pinterest.
I'm on Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, Twitter, and it's all at Her Money Moves. So keep it simple.
Awesome. Cool. Well, so yeah, we just wanted to chat a little bit today about, why military members, so it would be like the active member that's in the military, different branches, maybe even reserve and all that stuff. And then also military spouses, why, if at all, they would even consider, purchasing life insurance. So a lot of us in the military have like this epidemic, if you will, of, oh, well, the military covers that, right?
Right.
So I think that the life insurance piece is one that people really overlook. So yeah, I mean, do you have any insights on why they should even look into it?
Well, sure. I mean, and some of you may or may not know, but military members and their wives and husbands, spouses, and dependents, they all have the option to carry additional insurance, the SGLI and the FSGLI. So in case of an unfortunate event, you have life insurance or not additional insurance through SGLI. But like, for example, my husband, who I think is a super smart guy, I was talking to him about the importance of, you needed to get additional insurance. And he was like, why? I've got SGLI. That's all you need.
Exactly.
And I said, well, let me tell you why we might need more. And, you don't need insurance until you need insurance.
Exactly.
So that's
a perfect way to say it. It's like you
don't need until you do.
You don't have to need this one.
Yeah. and not everybody needs additional insurance on top of their SGLI or FSGLI. It really depends on your personal situation and your finances and what you want to accomplish. And I just also want to make this clear too. I think when you're buying additional insurance, we're talking about term insurance, not like a whole life policy. So when we're talking about this type of insurance, it really is insurance. It's not an investment. We're not trying to, you're not really trying to make money off of this. This is to ensure your way of life. And if something unfortunate happens, it's to take care of your family or take care of yourself and the life that you're accustomed to. And that, it's going to be a consistent life for you. And it's not very expensive to purchase additional life insurance.
Especially when you're young, like a lot of military families are young, You're
young and healthy, and it's not
young and 34, but I mean, most of the time it's 18, 20, 23, so getting term life at that age is so inexpensive. And so I think do you think that most spouses don't have any idea like whether they have life insurance for the military, or like how much it even is?
Yeah, I mean, probably, because up until a few years ago when I started becoming more interested in it, I didn't even realize my husband was carrying it on me. I had my own life insurance through my own employer, and I didn't know what was on his paycheck or what he was insuring me for, but I realized that he was paying. I'm still under. It's for the spouses only. It's by age.
Yeah, right.
So I'm still under the $5 a month.
Nice.
Just a little bit longer. So my husband pays $5 a month for me to have it, and I'm really $100,000. Yeah. So most spouses know.
Yeah, and so like when you think about it, like so the FSGLI is the spouse's portion of the service member's group life insurance. So it's basically like a work benefit. In case anybody doesn't know out there, that's what we're talking about. And it is group rated, meaning like it's a good deal because your employer is offering it. So it's definitely never something that families should omit, especially if they're going to supplement or anything. They shouldn't get rid of either one.
It's so inexpensive. I can't imagine waiving the benefit.
Yeah, it would be like really dumb.
It'd be kind of crazy in my opinion.
Some people are really nitpicky. But yeah.
But for that little amount every month, like, why not do it?
Exactly. Yeah.
Don't have a Starbucks for one day a month.
Right. I know. Yeah.
Pay for your life insurance.
Exactly. And so, this topic of it, we'll kind of like move on to the next one is, let's see, we were talking about, since many military spouses are stay-at-home parents, we touched on that a little bit. How much life insurance, like in general, do you think they need to be considering? Like, would $100,000 be sufficient for most stay-at-home moms to have?
Well, that's such an important question and a good point. So a lot of times we think about life insurance as supplementing in case of death. It's going to cover that person's income. Well, if you're a stay-at-home mom or dad, you're not making any income. So why would you even need more than $100,000? But you think about all the things that stay-at-home parents do for their kids, especially if you have little ones. Think of how expensive daycare is.
Oh
So I know from my own experience, and my child was at the CDC last year as a 3-year-old. We paid over like $7,000 a year.
And that's a good deal too.
Daycare. That's a good deal. So if you're out of the military, you're looking at probably $12,000 to $15,000 for daycare minimum per child. And that's, how many children do you have? How many years are going to be in daycare? What else does that stay-at-home spouse do? Do they, they're probably shuffling kids around. They're going grocery shopping. They're preparing meals. In my family, I do the taxes. So I'm like, CPA accountant person. Spouses do a lot, and especially when you have the role of stay-at-home spouse, you're doing probably a lot more, so
absolutely.
How long is $100,000 going to last you? That's, it's a personal question. I think each family has to look at.
Absolutely.
It depends on lots of factors, and so maybe $100,000 is sufficient for somebody, but
I feel like some spouses have said, "Oh, that's good," and maybe I looked into it, and that's cool, but when you're talking little kids, or if you're a young spouse and you've got little kids, got many years of childcare ahead of them, or absolutely, and maybe you only have one kid right now. And, but then you're going to expand your family later. And so, it's kind of like a thing that they need to pay attention to. And I feel like because most families in general have this, why do I need that? Because the military covers it perspective, is that they're forgetting about what is the service member going to do if they lose their spouse, whether they're working stay at home. That's a pivotal point in their life, and they may or may not actually stay in the military.
Oh, that's a great point, because when you lose a spouse, you're losing a caregiver, and how does that service member deploy now without someone taking the children? So many factors, and then you're out of a job, and then now where are you? So
and transitioning is not always what you think.
No, it's not.
You might be able to
want to do, and so stay-at-home spousal insurance would be much more. It's more than just replacing a salary. It's replacing all the responsibilities and duties of that spouse that does stay at home, and basically holds down the home front while
exactly. That's what we do, right?
Household 6, right?
Yes. Yeah. So that's so cool. I love the way you say that. It's so much more than a salary. That's just so huge. And even if spouses are working, I like to think about it like there's a reason they're working. So what is that reason? What is the goal, financially that a family is working towards? And it's $100,000 going to ensure that, God forbid, they pass away even as a working spouse. So it definitely goes both ways. So where would you say that military families could get assistance, like determining the amount of life insurance that they need? Like, any cool tips?
That's a good question, because, you're going to get opinions from everybody. You're going to get the old saying that, oh, you just take your salary and times it by 10 or 5 or 8 or, whatever someone said in the past.
Yeah.
But really, I think it's important to get an unbiased opinion. I would recommend going to Military One Source.
Yeah.
Because they lay it all out there for you. It's unbiased. You can learn about it.
Right.
Or going to even like the VA website. It's
they do. They had a calculator link up there, and it wasn't working for a while.
They do.
Okay.
Really, what's important is before you go, I think, and go to purchase it, you want to know kind of like have done your own independent research and and kind of thinking like what we talked about. How much do I need? What are my priorities? What are my goals? What am I insuring?
Yeah.
If you go and get the sales pitch or whatever.
You get overwhelmed.
What
you will get sales pitches.
So when you do get the pitches, they do lay it out there for you. You know what they're talking about, and you can say, no, I don't need that, or tell me why I need that, and you come prepared. So, and then thirdly, talking to an accredited financial counselor, I think would be a good start too, because they're there to help you. You have them, you have financial counselors at all your bases and installations, and go get their help. It's free.
And that's such a valuable asset. That's huge. Like, just like we get our legal and we have our, financial resources out there. There's somebody that can help you in your installation figure that out. And they're not really allowed to pitch you anything. They're allowed to pitch you anything.
They're legit just a counselor who's trying to show you all your options and help you work through what what's best for you. They're not going to try to
Exactly.
sell you anything or push you one way. It's not their job to do that.
Yeah, that's so great. And then you go in armed. You go in with a plan, and you have that guidance and you know what to do. So that's really great information. Appreciate that.
It's just it's thinking about, what debts do you have? What income do you have to replace? What are, if you pass away as the person who's making the income, were you trying to put your kids through school? Were you trying to take care of something, your mortgage? What do you want to insure? Because that's what it is. It's you're insuring, you're not investing.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, I love that. Yeah, that's good. Insuring, not investing, people. You're not trying to get money back out of these policies.
Life insurance isn't like, you're not trying to get rich off of this tragedy. That's not the point of it. The point of it is to insure your life and the comfort of your family.
Yeah, and families have so many different goals. I've noticed that coming in, I'm coming up on being 8 years a military spouse, and that there's no military family. I feel like I'm earning my badge, right? There's no military family that's the same. It's so different on every level, and I just love it. And some families want private education, right, school education for their, and that's not always available, but some families actually invest in that. It might be important for their kids to go to college, maybe a public or a private degree. God forbid they pass away. Maybe they want to assist with that. Maybe they don't. And then there's streams of the one thing I think a lot of families don't consider too is your extended family can't always help you.
No.
They can't, and there's some that are so dedicated and that will do anything that they can to help you, but they may be that type of family who is dedicated and financially prepared to help you. And then there's the dedicated but not financially prepared.
Right. They may want to, but they don't have the means, so
exactly. So where are you going? You lose your spouse, either way, where's the home base now? Because we're messed up. But keep saying on every video, we're so messed up. Our home is everywhere, right? So yeah, some of us might know where exactly we're going, and some of us might not.
But we don't know. We don't know where we're going next.
We don't know anymore.
It's such a good point, though, that you bring up. Not everybody wants to send or pay for their children to go to college. So you can if you're not in that boat, you can take that expense off. But it's really personal and it's really individualized for each family and what you're going to need,
Definitely. So, that's good. These are really good tips. So I think we're wrapping up towards the end of this. So we really appreciate you guys hanging with us today. I know it's Friday and everybody's got plans. We're so awesome. We're dedicated.
You just want to talk about insurance a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah. Friday night.
Wow, you can tell I'm cool. So who is your hero and why, Christine?
This is such a hard question to answer because it's really cliche, I think, for me to say my parents.
No.
But I want to go with both my mom and dad because they both come from very different families with how their families spent their money. Okay. My dad's family, I think from what I've heard, was much more spendy. My mom's family was not. And, very blue collar. But, when my grandparents passed away on my mom's side, they had $1 bazillion, they had saved up and pennies under the mattress and, two different trains of thought of how to spend money. So I like to see that. And my parents kind of let me do my own thing with finances. They helped me, but, they encouraged me to be responsible, even from opening up a bank account when I was a little kid, they encouraged things like that. Or if it was my dad in high school showing me how the stock market worked and really getting me interested in finance.
Wow, you're getting an early education.
So, I think a lot of parents, unfortunately, don't do that with their kids. So it wasn't they pounded it into me. They just, let me explore what I was interested in exploring. They let me get a credit card, a debit card at an early age. Yeah. Just, because I was interested in how it worked and I had a job and I wanted to put money in my debit account. Or my credit checking account. So I think they're my money heroes because they encouraged me, they supported me. They never let me go too far as a kid learning how everything worked. Now I feel I didn't make any really, really scary or horrible missteps with money as an adult. And I think it's I had the support of them.
Oh my gosh, that's huge. Yeah, those are definitely heroes.
Yeah, so they're my money heroes.
Yeah, because I mean, we have parents that don't talk about it at all, or you have parents that set the wrong example, like mine. So yeah, that's a big hurdle to overcome as an adult for sure. So that's amazing. I would say they count as your heroes. So tell us a little bit about where people can connect with you.
Sure. You can find me at www.hermoneymoves.com. That's my blog. And then I'm always on social media. So I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter at Her Money Moves.
Nice.
So come find me, hang out with me. And I'm always posting new tips and guest blogs and blogging myself and just, kind of just some lifestyle stuff of what it's like to be a military spouse constantly on the move.
Yes, changing, adapting, all that stuff, doing cool things like what we're doing, and that's amazing. And so definitely check her out, hermoneymoves.com. And so if you're interested in learning more about military life, maybe you're a new spouse or maybe you're seasoned and you could use some fresh tips. So thank you, Christine. I really appreciate you jumping on today. It means a lot for Life Insurance Awareness Month. I'm gonna let you go so you can enjoy Orlando a little more.
Thank you. Thanks for having me tonight.
Absolutely. Awesome. Have a good one.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, everybody. So thanks so much. This is Melissa, Insure the Heroes. And so if you are looking for, trying to show this on the screen, more life insurance tips, easy to follow, you can go to insuretheheroes.com/video-series. And so I do have a short video series that you can get direct in your inbox over the next 8 weeks. And then so you can feel really confident about how to shop for your life insurance. Like me and Christine were talking about, you go in armed, you go in prepared. I am a broker, so I do have to, let you know that I'm not going to try to shove anything down your throat. But if you do want that information without ever having to contact me, you can definitely get that. So check it out and stay tuned for more on our Facebook page. Thanks.